What's up guys? Welcome to another episode of Vlogmas. Today we are making cake pops because we are going to a family dinner later today, so we want to bring something and we want to decorate them like Christmas style. We found a recipe online. It's Sally's Baking Addiction. I will leave the link below. I hope it turns out good. We will taste test them, right?
Of course.
Yeah. We are making like, I think it's like regular like white cake, like birthday cake pops, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Mixed up with like regular cream cheese frosting and coated in both white chocolate and normal chocolate. To start, it says to mix the dry ingredients. That is, I think it's 208 grams of flour. We have half a teaspoon of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, and half a teaspoon of salt.
We need to preheat the oven.
Yeah. Preheat the oven to 180 Celsius, 350 Fahrenheit. Okay, so flour, baking soda, baking powder, and salt is combined. Then that's supposed to be just set aside. Ooh. Then we're just going to beat the butter and sugar, and the butter should be room temperature. I think this is a bit colder than room temperature, but I think it's soft enough.
Yeah, that should do it.
So that's 115 grams of butter. And can we appreciate Matt's dedication to the cooking process?
Yep. I got this from my mom.
200 grams of sugar. And then we just beat that until it's creamed, so about 2 minutes.
That's been a couple of minutes.
Yes.
Looks nice and fluffy.
I think I could just eat sugar and butter
Oh man, that
as a
was
snack
good.
as well. Then add 1 egg and vanilla extract and beat on high speed until combined. Okay, with the mixer running on low speed, add the dry ingredients and milk to the wet ingredients until combined. The batter was quite like thin, so I decided to not use all the milk. So I have approximately, maybe I used 1 deciliter or something.
Yeah, I can double check that.
Yeah. And yeah, my batter has separated because I didn't let the egg get to room temperature. So it was quite like still cold when I put it in. So make sure that your eggs and your butter and everything is room temperature.
So I'm gonna butter the pan. Is that what it's called?
Grease.
Grease the pan.
Cake batter is so good. And I think we could have used a smaller bowl. Yeah, and we're using a 20 by 20 centimeters pan, but in the recipe it says 9-inch, so that's about 23, I think, centimeters. This smells insane. Like just a combination of egg, butter, and sugar, and the vanilla extract. It smells so good.
Yeah.
You can make the cake the day before. I think that would be better because then it gets to cool in the fridge. It's baking for about 30 minutes. We will see how long it takes. It's finished. It was in for 35 minutes.
Jesus Christ, I wish you could smell that.
Oh yeah, it smells insane.
Oh, that's
I
amazing.
kind of want to eat this, but
Should we skip making the cake pops and just eat that? Divide it into 2 and just have at it?
maybe. Okay, so we'll just leave this to cool, and we will be right back. The cake has been in for a couple of hours, I think, in the fridge, and it's completely cold. So now we're supposed to mix it with the frosting, and we have, the recipe said to use 100 grams of butter, but we want more of a cream cheese butter frosting mix, so we chose to use 50 grams of cream cheese and 50 grams of butter. And we have 210 grams of powdered sugar. We're using a couple of teaspoons with milk and 1 teaspoon vanilla extract. So that's what we're mixing together now. Okay, so then I'll have the butter and cream cheese in the mixer, and it is important that this is room temperature, so it is softened. Then while this is running on low, I will add powdered sugar, the milk, and the vanilla extract. Okay.
So crumble time.
And it is very hard to have this cake here and not eat it because, as you might see, we did pick some of the corners and it was very good.
Oh yeah, that
We
was.
just had to make sure.
It was delicious. Okay, so we're just kind of rip. Oh my god, this cake is moist. This is too much fun. One person alone shouldn't have this much fun with food.
Okay, we didn't entirely think this one through because this bowl is way too small. You can see it's kind of falling over the edges. So we're just going to transfer it to this bowl. And now we just mix this together on low speed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this looks way too good. Way too good.
Oh my god, look at that. And imagine that, when we put it in the freezer and dip it in chocolate and when we eat it afterwards, it's going to be like that.
I imagine everything.
Oh my god.
Now we will take 1 tablespoon approximately and roll it into a ball and have it on a plate, and we will have that in the fridge. It says to have it in the fridge for 2 hours or freezer for 1 hour. I think we have no room in our freezer, so we will have it in our fridge for as long as we can.
Yeah.
Which probably is 1 hour, I think.
I'm imagining around something like this.
A little bit under 1 tablespoon. And yeah, it smells amazing.
Okay.
You need to make this just so you can smell this because it's amazing. Just the smell, it's worth it. Just to have that smell in a candle or something. Okay.
So
we will place you a bit closer and we will start the rolling. And now we will pop these in the fridge and we will be back soon. The cake pop balls has been in the fridge for an hour or something, I think. The recipe said to use 1 kilo of chocolate for the coating. We didn't really see that they were meant to be 1 kilo, so I think we have 200 grams of white chocolate and we have about 200 grams of dark chocolate.
So that's a lot less.
Yeah, but we will just melt it and see how it goes. And we decided to use these glasses because they're like skinny, so we thought they might be easier to like dip. That's our reasoning behind this. Okay, I've had it in for 3 times now. I think 30 seconds, then about 30 seconds again, and then like 10 seconds or something. And look.
That looks delicious.
White chocolate goodness. And we have bought a bunch of sprinkles. We bought these 2, and we have bought like snowflake things and other like red and green stuff. We're going to take the balls out and then we're going to roll them again so they get an even shape, and then we dip them. Yeah, and you dip the stick into the... Oh shit, jeg tok alt for mye.
We have learned that it's a lot harder than it looks.
And that white chocolate is a pain because it's so thick.
Keep that in mind when you make yours.
Yeah. I would imagine if you have a kilo chocolate, you would have a bunch left because we have chocolate left now.
Yeah, and we used 1/4 of a kilo.
Yeah.
Okay, let's taste one. We'll take the other one and do a taste test.
And I'll take the chocolate one because I want to see if it's bitter. No, that's good. It's very good, yeah.
But
it does taste like unfinished cake.
Looks fantastic.
I think this should have been smaller.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh my god, that's crazy good.
You have chocolate on your lip. Oh wow. Oh, that's good.
I kind of liked it with chocolate.
Yeah.
I'm hoping now that white chocolate is not too sweet.
No, me too. Because the dough itself is really good and it's really sweet. Wow, that was good.
This is an abrupt end to the video. We really have to get going, but yeah, I would recommend trying to make cake pops. That was fun. You should have a day. set a day aside to do this. Or 2 days, I don't know. That concludes this episode of Vlogmas. Hope you enjoyed, and if you did, then like the video. Subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!